Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. Today's Friday. And Friday, we're gonna drive in a Assetto Corsa today. Just because. I don't know. I'm not on a schedule, so I'm just doing whatever I feel like doing in the morning. Good morning, car guy, Viglio, G-Man. Hello, everybody. Viglio, how much did it cost to make? About $700 in car parts. $300, that's how much I spent in car parts. Go to a junkyard, pick and pull. That's roughly, here in the US, that's how much you're going to pay. Then you have to go to a hardware store, buy wood, metal, carpet, that kind of stuff. That's another $400 or so, depending on where you're sourcing your parts. So that totals about $700. And this is how much I spent to build the car part. Obviously, that does not account for the PC, the TV, the wheelbase. That kind of stuff you can buy as cheap as you want, or you can buy as expensive as you want. You can buy a G29 used, or you can buy a Simhub. What time is it for me? 7:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right there on the clock on the gauge cluster, that is the correct time. And you can also see the time here on the top left of my Apple CarPlay. 7:58, actually, sorry, I misread it. 7:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's get some questions out of the way, because I know everybody will ask that 1,000 times today. Yes, everything works. Every single button here works. The wipers, the hazards, there's no air coming out of the air conditioning. The Apple CarPlay does work. I have a link in my channel. You can download it from there. The buttons on the steering wheel, they all work. I'm almost done getting the lights here to light up. I think tonight I might be able to get them to work. I just need to figure out now the spacing, because I figured out the wiring. I figured out everything. I just need to connect this little wire here to a power that's not 12 volts. It has to be 36 volts. Quite a lot of voltage for an LED, but that's the right number. All right, let me see. Questions. Holy setup. Thank you, Joshua. Yoga Prayoga. Hello, sir. Good morning. My friend said he was going to put a flying sim in his house. I don't doubt it. It's amazing. I have a friend that has a Boeing 737 in his garage. And a literal Boeing 737. I'm not talking about gaming parts. It's an actual cockpit of a Boeing 737, and he made everything work with Flight Simulator, just like I did with the car, but level 10, not level 1 like I have here. Your trash, how much does the setup cost? Again, $700, $300 with car parts, $400 in hardware, wood, metal, carpet, arduinos, that kind of stuff. Obviously, again, that does not cover TV, PC, or wheelbase. Thank you, car guy. Wow, you guys are fast today. It must be Friday. You guys are excited about Friday. I am. I don't know about you guys. Let me fix my. Did I put the buttons? Or I don't think I did. I did, but I don't know why this does happen sometimes. Let me restart my app. My joystick gremlin, because could be. Oh, so it's the same time for you. What do you mean? It's 8 a.m. right now for me. 8 a.m. The clock is right here. We'll start driving in just a second. I just need to load a app here again. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, sir. Yo, Peebold Hunter. Good morning, good sir. Where you get your steering wheel from? Edric, I have from several places. The cheapest place to get steering wheels from is the junkyard. If you go to a junkyard, you can buy a steering wheel for as low as $15. And yes, I said 15. And it doesn't matter what car it comes from, the condition of the steering wheel, nothing matters. It matters, is it a steering wheel? $15. This is how the junkyard's called.
Mode change to default.
You pull it, bring a tool. That's how they charge. So that's just simply how it works. But if you buy on eBay, like for instance, this steering wheel here came from eBay, so I had to pay a little more money. But because it's a brand new steering wheel, you won't find this at a junkyard. Let's get started. Get the volume, I think, a little lower here. Hey, Voy. Good morning. What time is it in my place? It's 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. So what time is everybody? What time zone is everybody in? What countries are you from? Put down in the chat. I always like to know where people are from. All right. Not clear. It's clear right. I have a triple TV in case you guys are wondering what am I looking right. Oh, my camera is not cameraing. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get that fixed. Why is the camera not cameraing? Just give me 1 second. I gotta get it to work because I want to. Whenever I want to show around. And we're back with the camera. The camera is cameraing. All right, let me move it again. So, yes, that's the right TV. This is the center TV, as you guys just saw. And then I have the left one right here. This is where I have a bunch of, I know, not very immersive stuff, but bear with me. This is where I read you guys. This is the chat windows combined from all the social media I'm live streaming right now. This is the streaming PC right here. So this is another computer. I'm just seeing whatever is happening there. This is where the cameras are connected. My meld, everything, the sound is coming from. Everything's from here. That's where the magic happened. And here, I don't know. I just kept everything here. This is from a set of course. I can change the weather here. So if I get my mouse here sometime, I put a night, it becomes nighttime, it becomes morning time, because midday. Yeah, that's how it works. Let's put a little bit of rain. If we want. Okay, it's raining now. And yeah, so that's how it works. We can actually get it like, let's get a sun. And let's just say that even in the sun, we will have some rain going on right now. And why did my chat window just stop chatting? Okay, it's back. All right, let's see. I probably got it from Facebook Marketplace. Oh, heck no. Thank you, Joshua. Let's go. How you got a legit Cadillac steering wheel? Deuce, I got it on eBay. To support 4K televisions, what minimal graphics card level is required? A 4070 Ti suffice? I don't think so, Roku. Unfortunately, 4K triple is very, very heavy for the computer. I have a 4090 here, and I still get lower FPS than I would like. Not on this game, though. This game kind of supports good FPS. Let me show you. The FPS right now is... Oh, man, it's not synced. Let me sync it. There you go. Now it's synced. So, in this game here, I'm getting 116. That was an outside window, but 120 frames per second. But on some games, I only get about 60. It's pretty hard. Isabella, good morning or good afternoon to you. What wheelbase am I using, Jamie? I'm using the Moza R12. What is the name of the mod for the weather? Quentin, the mod for the weather is not just for the weather. It's a combination of things. This comes with Pure. You got to download Pure, but in order to get rain, which I can get started in just a second. Let me here, and then we can start raining here. Rain amount, and then it'll start raining. There we go. Got rain now, popping up on the windshield, and Pure will get you the weather, the looks, a lot of stuff, and then you have to download Content CSP Preview. That's the name of the mod. Ooh, too much. Oh wow, that was dramatic. We flipped over already. Hope you guys are okay. Let's go back to the pits. Game name. This game is called Assetto Corsa. Please do not spam AM key. I will get you muted. I answer questions as they come, and I'm answering, so I can't read all the questions. I try as much as I can. So be kind and don't spam. When I see the yellow signs, we're in America. The yellow signs. How'd you get the custom Cadillac wheels? Nice setup, bro. Two. Oh, sorry. Supercar spout. So I got this steering wheel from the junkyard, and not the junkyard. I'm so sorry. The Volvo one was from the junkyard. This one. This is from the junkyard. Now this I got from eBay, and everything works here. The buttons work, the paddle shifter, and probably tonight I'll get the lights working here on the Super Cruise. Not for super cruising, but for RPMs. I want to have the lights changing whenever I need to change gears, light it up. That'd be pretty cool. And I found, I reverse engineered the lights, so that would be awesome. Oh, nice! You're playing FH5. That's pretty cool, car guy. You got a Volvo with the exact same dashboard. Yes, sir. That's the Volvo P2 platform that has this interior here. Yeah, it's just that with the water now, it gets slidey. Oof. Very slidey. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, that's the only problem. The rain wetness. Let's just decrease the rain wetness here a little bit. Otherwise, we just get just light rain is fine. Thank you, Toby. And I do have tutorials, guys, so if you are interested in doing something similar to this, I have tutorials on my channel. Or if you're just curious and want to know how the heck it opens, again, I have tutorials. And I share everything I know. I don't gatekeep information. I'm not one of those content creators that will post something and not tell you guys how it's done. Like, I just did the steering wheel on a Moza ecosystem, so obviously I recorded a tutorial, and I'm going to post it really soon. I just need to finish editing. And as soon as it's edited, I will post it. Alright, no worries, Isabella. Thank you. T2, T5. Oh, that's a great engine, Rutten. From Apple. This is a great engine. The T5 is actually better than the S60R. The S60R engine has thin walls, and it's prone to cracking the head. BeamNG, no, we're in a Assetto Corsa, actor. Oh, Rocket J, don't worry about me, little bro. I have 4 cars, including this one, the Cadillac CT5, man. Don't worry about me. I'm pretty good. I have 4 cars, including the S60R, the Cadillac, a minivan, and another Volvo. Do you plan to play the open world on Assetto Corsa Evo when it comes out? Oh, yeah, man. Heck yeah. I am definitely planning. I love Assetto Corsa Evo. I've been playing it a lot, actually. Make the rain harder and make it interesting. What do you do? What to do for you to change cars? What do you mean? Just go to the menu, select a different car, and drive. Sometimes I change the steering wheel if I want to. I have 4 real car steering wheels and a whole bunch of other steering wheels like this KS Pro, the CS Pro. I have the BMW F30 steering wheel. I have the Cadillac. I have the Volvo S60R. I have an Audi, and that's it. As for real cars, only 4. But I do have other steering wheels as well. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, sir. I try to keep it as clean as possible in terms of like things that I have here. The radio works, all the buttons work. I can move my rear view mirror with the buttons on my steering wheel here. Like you can see the rear view mirrors going up and down. I'm adjusting it with the buttons I have here. What CPU and GPU do you have? I have a 4090 GPU and I have a 9950X3D as my CPU. Less talking, more driving. G-Man, that's not your channel, man. I talk and I drive. So that if that's not for you, you can continue scrolling, man. I answer questions. I interact with my audience. I respect you guys. If you guys are here and have questions, I might as well answer them. Matt, this is not ATS. We are driving in Assetto Corsa today. Do a barrel roll. Not here, man. I'm not on Beam and G, right? Beam and G is the place for barrel rolls. Here's the place just for driving around and having fun. I'm beginning the live stream. I might go to the track later. That's the magic of a simulator. You can go to the track, you can do crazy stuff, crash, go off the road like this. Nothing is no problem. Hey, Sisecolo, how you doing, man? Mighty Duck, expensive. What is expensive, man? Your comment? No, it's not expensive. This is about $700 in car parts and hardware. $300 in car parts, another $400 for hardware, like wood, metal, carpet, arduinos. Obviously, I'm not talking about the TV or the PC, but I mean, you might as well have those. What sort of money roughly would you cost to get a similar setup from scratch? Daniel, about $700 can get you the base, which is the car parts and the structure with the Arduinos. And obviously then if you you have to buy the wheelbase, you're gonna spend anywhere from like $200 from a cheap wheelbase to $3,000. That's up to you. Then it's your budget. What kind of TV are you gonna use? Do you have a monitor? You can use the monitor. I see a lot of people building simulators like this, and they use a monitor in front of the car. I mean, it's totally doable. You don't have to start with a triple TV like I have here. So the price that I spent, how much I spent, it's really pretty much irrelevant. Oh, and let me just restart my... I noticed that my TikTok stopped. Does the button on the steering wheel work? Yes. Let me just restart my caster labs because the TikTok... Oh, it connected again. All right. I wasn't reading TikTok questions. Well, I was about to ask, do you have a PC or console? Yes, it's a PC, man. Jamie, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff you see here cannot be connected to a console, like the hazard lights. It's a simple thing, but it's only on a PC. What is the guts of your steering wheel? Not just the guts interior. This is, I have an ESP32 here, and a buck converter to get the 12 volts from the Moza, and I will soon have a step up to get the lights on here on the Super Cruise. And there obviously no airbag here. Just a 3D printed magnet thing. FGRO, thank you, sir. Oh, the PC is expensive, yes, but you can use a cheaper PC. That's a good thing about sim racing. You don't have to have a super powerful PC. Alexander Ratcliffe, I built it in my garage, and I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel, so you may, if you want, you can check it out. Mac 1896, thank you for the heartbeat, buddy. I missed it. We're gonna have to turn left up ahead. Can I put a steering wheel like that on Logitech G29? Can you? Yes, you can. Should you? No, you shouldn't. The G29 is not direct drive, so that may make the steering wheel or your wheelbase not last as long. Which is better, gasoline or diesel? Car guy, I am from Brazil and now I live in America. Two countries that don't have a long-standing culture of using diesel cars. So I am a gas fuel powered person, and I don't really have an opinion about diesel. To me, diesels are for trucks, you know. What is your number one tip, someone like me getting into Assetto Corsa and just sim racing in general? Deadly Panda. I think the number one tip I give is, don't listen to other people, man. Just do what you love. If you like racing, Assetto Corsa is a great simulator. It'll be able to do a lot of stuff in it. And turn off the racing line. That's one of the main things. Get used to it. I mean, you're going to crash. Yes, I crash a lot. You learn the track, but that's important. You got to learn the track. I have a 66X, 6600X, and a 5600X. Get around 80 to 90 FPS on Assetto Corsa, but I can get two-way traffic. I can't get two-way traffic for some reason. Mighty Duck. It might be the track you're using. But yes, like I said, you don't need to have a very powerful PC to be able to use your to play sim racing. That's a myth. close call with that Volkswagen. Oh, I got a lot of close calls here. I love close calls. I don't know why TikTok is coming and going. Can we see the gas? Oops. I'm going off the road, just reading the chat. Weird. Today the TikTok chat is connecting and disconnecting. So I'm sorry if I'm missing questions from TikTok. Not that I don't want to answer you. It's just that I'm not reading them. Like I have one now, XXXSpecOP. Yeah, but I would like to know how to do it. Like I said, I have a tutorial on my channel. It's a 45-minute long tutorial. I go into details of everything. I have tutorials on the Apple CarPlay, which is right there and up here now. I have tutorials on the gauge cluster, the steering wheel, the whole build. Everything is there. How did you get the dashboard to work? Like I just said, my channel. My channel has the answers to all of your questions. I play games like farming with no force feedback, so force feedback won't matter. Yeah, if that won't matter, then yes. Yeah, does the radio work? Yes. Do you love Volvos? I absolutely adore them. I've had 9 Volvos in my past, and I currently own 2 Volvos, including this one, the Volvo S60R. They are super underrated for speed, and I think they look great, they're comfortable, they're safe. There's so many good reasons. How many Newton meters? I've got 12 here. 12 Newton meters, and I have a Moza R12. Don't worry, I'm sorry if I missed a few questions on TikTok. You guys can send it again. I don't know why my TikTok is connecting and disconnecting. I have a little thing here, let me show you guys, that combines the chat. So every time I want to read the chat, I look at this screen here. And this is a combination of all the chats. I have about 250 people on my YouTube and 150 people on my TikTok, and all the chat comes here. Now, when it stops working, I have to look all the way back here, so that makes it a little more complicated for me. Sisekelo, I like the sim. How much was the full setup? So the full setup, I spent about $9,000. I mean, not even that, because I get a lot of parts for free, like the Moza ecosystem here, the car parts I got for free. I got a bunch of parts for free. But you don't have to spend all of that. You don't need 3-pole, you don't need Phillips hue, you don't need the Buttkicker. There's a lot of stuff you don't need. There you go, TikTok stopped again. Can I get a wheel like that on Amazon? No, you can't. So the gas brake and clutch. Oh. That's why I couldn't understand. You're saying gas brake as in broken, not brake as in stopping brake. This is a real car. It's a real interior of a car. What gear are you using? What do you mean? Like gear in this shifting? It's the Volvo Spaceball. And I have the generic USB shifter underneath here. Where did you keep your PC? Extrovert to my left here. The PC is on a little stand here on the side of the dashboard. Is this a real car? It's a real interior of a car. Oops. Is this BeamNG Drive? It is not. Which game is my favorite? I don't have one favorite game. I have 3. American Truck Simulator, Assetto Corsa, and BeamNG. Bro, where did you... that stuff? I missed something there, but where did you buy it? I bought it at the junkyard and I built it in my house. And you can follow my tutorial on my channel. I have a very detailed tutorial for you guys there. Name a car for an edit. This one. Cadillac CT5V. Beautiful car. Oop. See? Pay attention, guys. Don't do like Flybrick here. Drive. Paying attention. Oh, that was a head-on. I got scared. Tom Wool, get on a truck sim. No, we're not gonna play truck today. I do play trucks on the live stream very often, but not today. Are you gonna play BeamNG Drive today? I don't think so. A Volvo S60R with a Cadillac steering wheel. Why, Dutch? Several reasons. One, I have both cars in my garage. I have a Cadillac CT5V in my garage, and I have a Volvo S60R. 2, I'm driving the Cadillac CT5V, so I might as well drive with my Cadillac steering wheel. And this is my favorite steering wheel right now. I am in love with it. I love this in my car. I love it here. I want to get, and I will get tonight, the lights working here, so several reasons. ATS and ETS are the same with different trucks. Yes, I know that. Is that no hezzy? No. We are in just free roaming on solo offline. I am saying the name of the game every about 2 minutes, I'd say. So. We crashed. Why don't you get a real truck job? B58 or real wheel drive? I don't know why people tend to make this connection, but it's like a Call of Duty player being asked, why don't you get a real job at an army? It doesn't make any sense. I have a full-time job. I work from home. I get paid very well to have my 4 cars, fly airplanes, and drive on my simulator that I built in my house. But why would I take a job driving a truck that would take me away from my family for a long time? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Not to mention that live streaming and driving in real life is very dangerous. Shouldn't do that. Don't do that. So yeah, no sense at all. Does it have a signal? Yes. I can use the turn signal here to the left. I can turn the signal to the right. I can use the hazard lights. Yes. Every single button here, wiper, everything works. I can turn off the wiper. I can put it on. Yes, everything works. What map on BeamNG? This is Assetto Corsa. We are in LA Canyons. I must have turned on the names. I forgot. How did I put that? Here. There's a button that turns those on and off. Forgot which one is it? There you go. V70R interior. V70R or S60R. They're both the same interior. Wee, good afternoon to you, good sir. Are you in Colorado? I am in LA Canyons. This is the official name of this map. I know it kind of looks like Colorado. Dino's GT. I have a $6,000 rig, and it's always a question. Why don't you get a real car? Dude, oh man, it's so annoying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Can I just drive like crazy with my real... I have this car in real life. And I can't drive this crazy with it. I mean, I could, but I shouldn't. So I do this here. You know, I can crash and not care. I can just jump off a cliff and not care. What about AC and heat? So the AC and heat are provided by my house. I'm in my home office, so I can kind of show you guys around as I'm here. That up in the ceiling is my air conditioning. And I'm in my home. So you can kind of see here, I'm not in my garage. And I'm in Florida. Therefore, it is hot here all the time. AC is on all the time, and I don't need heat. Absolutely no heat. Does the heat work on my seat if I just plug a power supply on it and push the button? Yes, it will. Do I need it? Absolutely not. Oh, this is the best S60R, S60 in my opinion, of all S60s. Even, you know, considering that I do own an SPA platform, I have a 2022 S60 as well. How does one build such a thing? I have a tutorial on my channel, DRW. Play BeamNG. Gus, I'm not going to play BeamNG right now. Thank you for asking, but not today. I played yesterday. If you want to see, I have the recording on my YouTube channel. You can just go to yesterday's live stream. I was on BeamNG. What are you using for a monitor setup? Chandler VR. I have 3 TCL 4K 65-inch 120 Hz TVs here. The model is called Q7, if not mistaken, if memory serves. Yeah, I don't know why TikTok is not showing. What do you keep in the glove box? Just the good old cars manual, remotes, CDs, because the radio works. the CDs works, and I can use the audio coming from the computer, and I keep CDs there. What else? I gotta turn my head all the way to the left to see my TikTok chat right now. I don't know why. Does the flashing your high beams from the... Yes, it works. Oh, I can go outside. Let me go outside and move here, and I'm gonna flash. I know I can't. I mean, I have to turn my camera. Yeah, stop here on the side. Oh, that's not the side. So let me move my camera here to the side. Here is the flasher, and I need to move my camera a little higher so you can see it flashing. And yes, it flashes. And also, the turn signal obviously uses, you know, if I turn, now it's to the right. If I turn to the right, it will not stop. If I turn to the left, it will cancel. Boom, it's canceled. And same thing to the left. Now it's to the left. You can kind of see it down there. If I move to the right, it cancels and stops the turn signal. And I can turn on the hazard lights, and the hazard lights will do the hazard thing. And also, it will show here on my gauge cluster. So yes, everything worked. Let me go back inside the car here. Volvo, yes sir. Volvo S60R and a CT5V steering wheel coda. Yes. Are the speedometers from a car? Yes. I didn't buy it separately, BMW. I went to the junkyard and pulled the parts out of the car. What is the point exactly? That's YouTube. The point is, it's a hobby. I am doing like a lot of work getting all the buttons and stuff to work. This is a super cool hobby. You should try. Then I can drive as crazy as I want in any track. I'm in Florida right now, and I'm driving in California. I can just hop in Nordschleife in like a blink of an eye, and then I can go drive a truck. I can do so many things. I can race people. I can have fun here, and I'm earning money on my YouTube. Is the GPS display real? It's real in the game, yes. I see the roads. As you can see, I'm turning. Gotta have now a left turn, then 2 left turns. Long left. Very long left, in fact. And then a right turn. If I don't crash. Do you also love Ford? I wouldn't say I love Ford. I like Fords, but I don't love it. Yes, sir. I got the CT5E. The real one in my garage. That's why I have this here. All the buttons and switches works? That's cool. Thank you, sir. Yes. What wheelbase are you using? The Moza R12. That's what I'm using right now. Thank you, Coda. Who? Ringo. Oh. Your steering wheel had pedal shifters. Yes. This does have pedal shifters. You can kind of see it here. Let me move my camera again. And that's why I don't drive so well here while I'm live streaming, but you can kind of see here, this is one of the pedal shifters right here. I can zoom in if you want. Move the camera a little more and stop the car because I'm going off road here. And move a little more. These are the pedal shifters. They do work in this car because it's dual clutch. You can use the clutches. I can see that the clutch is moving here, so I can put on neutral, and then I can use the paddle shifters to shift. You can see the gears going up right here. That's the number of gear. I'm down 1, up 1. But I can also use the H pattern with this car here. So I can just come here and use the clutch, which I'm using right now. Here on my left foot, you can kind of see it, and then it can go 1, 2, 3. So yeah. Do the buttons on the steering wheel work? Yes, all the buttons work, man. All the buttons. Like for instance, let me show you how do I adjust my rear view mirror. So I can just push a button here. You see I'm pushing this button here. Left and right. And I can go up and down. Yes, all the buttons work. Am I in my real car? I am not. I am in my home office. Which country are you at? I'm in America, and I'm driving in LA Canyon. Keith, how you doing, man? I wanted to ask if a 2008 Infiniti G37 would be a good donor car to start. It would be a great car. The only problem is I don't think anybody has ever made the Infiniti work. The gauges, I mean. Can you turn on some music? I am listening to it. You can hear it, actually. But I can't put, like, copyrighted music, because I'm on YouTube as well. And YouTube doesn't quite like when you're listening to copyrighted music. Lindsay, yes, I do have a camera called Optbot Tail Air. And with that, I can move the camera around. So whenever people want to see, like, oh, do you have the rear view mirror? And I go, like, yeah, I do. Look at that. That's a rear view mirror. It's very handy. Gotta say, it helps a lot for live streaming. Turning here. That road closed. So I don't think we should turn. Does a clutch is realistic as does have a biting point and can install? It can install like a real car, yes, but it doesn't have the biting point. How big is your screen, brother? Harris, I have triple 65-inch TVs here. And the reason why it's 65 inch is because the 65 inch fits the dashboard. And I can have the 3 TVs coming from the sides. Caddy wheel with a Volvo interior. Yeah, I have the Volvo one as well. I have a BMW, I have an Audi. Depends on what I feel like driving. How did you calibrate the steering wheel to the controls? Fascinating. Jervin AI, I have a tutorial that's coming up soon on my channel. You don't have to calibrate. You basically just have to put an ESP32 here, plug the buttons like I have here, and then you get it. And then you put a quick release in the back. What car am I driving? We're driving the Cadillac CT5V. This is the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing. In real life is free. Go Gaia. Oh man, I'd love to see where is the fantasy world you live that you think real life is free. So cars are free, gas is free, tires are free, oil, insurance. Oh man, what is this fantasy world I want to move to? Not even kinda rescue PC, it's absolutely not free. I would know, I have 4 cars. They cost money. What car do you think is a good car for a first car? Is a K24 Accord a good car or a Civic better? Mighty Duck, I don't know, man. Like my first car, I always liked big sedans. So I don't know. It's a personal opinion. It's a dashboard out of an S60R Volvo. Yes, sir, Hinks. S60R. The screens are good, but VR is even better. Absolutely not, Jason. I know a lot of people that have both. I do have both. I have a VR headset, 2 actually. I have a Quest 2, and I have a PMax, super top of the line, and triple TV. Ooh, way better. Not even close to having real buttons and triple TV, man. Where did you get the steering wheel? So this one I got on eBay. The other Volvo one I got at the junkyard where I got the parts from. The junkyard is a lot cheaper than eBay, obviously, but I really wanted to use the same steering wheel I have in one of my cars, so I got the Cadillac one. Keep your hands on a steering wheel, please, for safety. Oh, look, Ma, no hands. I'm gonna steer with my knee. Like, no hands, Ma, look. Kind of trying to use my knee. I'm not gonna be able to turn this one. How much does it cost? About $700. You can build the simulator part. Obviously, that does not cover the TV or the PC, but it does provide you a good starting point where you can then build according to your budget. And I have a tutorial on my channel. What BMW Donner car did you use? Where's that dashboard build? So this is a Volvo, not a BMW. The BMW, if you've seen my videos, I have a BMW E60 I also built. That was an E60, a 2008 530i, if I remember correctly when I pulled the parts from. What cars do you have? I have, what is it I do? I have a Volvo S60R 2005 in 6-speed manual transmission, just like this one. A similar copy, carbon copy of this interior. I have a 2022 Volvo S60 T8. The plug-in hybrid with 415 horsepower. I have a 2025 Kia Carnival and a 2026 Cadillac CT5V. Did you try Forza Horizon or BeamNG? Yes, Master. I played BeamNG. I played yesterday on Livestream actually. But Forza Horizon I played like a week and a half ago on stream, and I'm not gonna do that again. Forza Horizon and simulators, they don't work very well. I can't move the camera any way I want. It's not fun. What game is this? We're driving in Assetto Corsa today. This is Assetto Corsa Classic with a bunch of mods. Do the buttons on the wheel work? Yes, every single button here works. I can change the Apple CarPlay there. I can move my rear view mirror up there, pressing the buttons here. I can change the gears. If I put on neutral here, then I can use the paddle shifter to kind of, I have to press the clutch here. But then I can go up. Do not ever pick up a real wheel in real life. What do you mean? Do not ever, that's not Englishing. What do you mean? How do you have CarPlay and the maps for the game? That's really cool. Bun, I have a tutorial on my channel for that as well. And you can download my Apple CarPlay, which is right here now, or there. And it's on my channel. I have a link for that. Do the buttons on the wheel work? I answered that already. How did you calibrate the dashboard? That's actually pretty simple. You don't have to calibrate. The only thing calibrated here is the RPMs. RPMs change in every car. So this car, for instance, has, I think it's about 7,000 RPMs. 7,000, yeah. It's just like my Rio car, 7,000 RPMs. And so it's calibrated. The numbers are slightly off, but the red line is always right. Is the car got damage if you crash? Not on this game. You said I'm not on BeamNG Drive. Have damage off here. It's easier for me to drive in live stream. But I have to keep resetting the car all the time. Thank you, Enzios. A little too much. These will not handle remotely that well in real life. Percy, Tavius. So you have no clue what a CT5V Blackwing is, do you? You have no idea, man. Yes, Cadillac CT5Vs are beasts and handle super well in real life. You should check them out. They're super fun cars. I got a question for you. Say, example, you wanted to show you, wanted to move. How is tear down simple? Sorry, man, I don't understand exactly what you're asking. Play BeamNG, ATS has truck physics, even better car mods. I do play all of them, man. I'm just not playing right now. Monday, I played American Truck Simulator. You can go check on my live stream. And I played BeamNG yesterday. I play all kinds of games, man. I'm not just a one game kind of person guy. Hard play in games that cool. How did you do it, Bun? It's a Simhub. Well, gotta put it up here so I want to point. This is Simhub. And it's running on that little HDMI display right there. Come to Romania if you can on the game. Not on this. I can go on Euro Truck Simulator though. Draco, how much was the setup? I spent $700 in the car parts and the hardware. So the RMP gauge has to be programmed to the car. So the gauges have to be programmed to the game, not the car. The car's programming on the gauge cluster is by default. How does the GPS work? So the GPS works on all tracks that have a start and finish line. And thankfully, this LA Canyons has a start and finish line, so we can draw a map. In places like Shutoku, we can't because there's no start and finish line, unfortunately. What's your favorite car game? American Truck Simulator, BeamNG, and Assetto Corsa. All three. If you were starting over, would you pick the Volvo donor car? What Audi or Acura donor car would you choose? I would choose Volvo 10 out of 10 times. I would never put an Audi here. Absolutely not. I don't like Audi interiors. And Acura's not my biggest, I'm not the biggest fan of Acuras as well. So I would choose a Volvo again. Let me rephrase. You live at your house right now. Say, for example, you wanted to move houses. Then I would have to move the simulator, KJ. But I own this house, and I don't plan to move anytime soon. So, but if I do ever move, I will tear this apart. Like, I literally tore this apart about a month ago when I changed the wheelbase from Fanatec to Moza. It's not an impossible task, and this can be disassembled. What type of steering wheel are you using, and does a handbrake work? Yes, the handbrake does work. And the steering wheel is a Moza R12. Thank you, Makimi Media. How you doing, buddy? Oh man, this Cadillac wheel, I'm in love with it, buddy. I'm totally in love with it. I think tonight I can get the lights on. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about that. How much would you charge to do it for a person? like $100,000. I wouldn't do that for a person. I mean, that's why I have my tutorials, man. I have my full-time job. Do you have the breakdown video? Yes, I do, Aldi. It's on my channel. I have a very detailed tutorial, 45-minute long tutorial, man. Where'd you get the Cadillac wheel? Nikolai, you are going to be muted right now. Don't spam the chat, boys. Spamming will get you muted. Oh, ENZ, you also wanted, I can get you muted. That's super easy. Alright. How does it all plug onto PC? So, all plugs into PC by... Oh, come on, guys. Really? Are we gonna have, like, 10-year-olds here? So, the ones that are just purposely doing this, then I'm gonna block straight off. Not gonna just mute for a few minutes. But if you are going to spam, I will just you know, delete you guys. Yeah, alright, so we're gonna do this, okay? Why muting them? Because when you guys spam, this happens to my chat window. And it moves a little bit too fast. And I'm trying to keep up with about 500 people watching my live stream. And then I can't answer the real question. How do you get the wheel? I bought it on eBay, this one. But the other ones I bought at the junkyard. The game name is Assetto Corsa. Thank you, Brent. Been watching for 10 minutes. Astonishing, man. Thank you. It will end in tears. Any car to use a Volvo? Yes, beautiful Volvo S60R with 300 horsepower, faster than the BMW. Oh, we got a bunch of 10-year-olds today here. That's unusual, but that's all right. Where's Nick when I need him? All right, all right, all right. I have mods, Jay. They're just not here today. Hello to Singapore. You think Assetto Corsa feels realistic? I think there are better games now, Panda, but it's realistic, yeah. But there's better games. Is there any video on YouTube channel? Yes, it's on my channel. What's my favorite car? The Cadillac CT5e and the Volvo S60R. Both are my favorite cars, and I am glad enough to own both in real life. So that is something that I really love. Is it possible for you to test a V70N with a 2.4 engine non-turbo to see the RPMs and 100? You're very specific, V70. No, I don't have that mod here. I have an S60R, but not a V70. YouTube, I wish. May I join you? I'm on offline. What's the better game in my opinion? The best game in my opinion right now, in terms of feeling, has been the Assetto Corsa Evo. iRace is still like the GOAT for physics, but I rent anymore. I don't like it. What do you think is better for physics and realism? Right now, Assetto Corsa, I like the normal ones. Oh, I forgot to fix the camera. Thank you. Do donuts. I can do later. Thank you for that, Sam. I sometimes forget. Can you use it for another game like Truck Simulator? Yes, I can use it in any game on gaming. It's a PC. I can just load up a game. I can play Age of Empires here if I wanted to. Obviously, the steering wheel's not going to work in Age of Empires, but I can. I can even map the buttons if I want on Age of Empires. The normal Assetto Corsa for physics and realism. I didn't hear Evo. Yes, I said Evo for realism and physics. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, sir. GTA 5? No, sir. We are in Assetto Corsa, not GTA 5. How does the screen work? Which one? That one? This is just an HDMI screen that comes originally in the Volvo, and I just plugged into the computer. And it has now displaying my Apple CarPlay, which you can download on my YouTube channel. It has the maps, it has information about not crash here. Information about my computer right now, the frame rate, and information about the car, engine, tires, current trip, track information, and all that good stuff. And I have the standings, and I have the song. All of that on my YouTube channel. You can download it. How to link CarPlay to Assetto Corsa. Check out my tutorial, Chia Carson. Setup tour. I have several videos of setup tours, Dave, on my TikTok, on my YouTube, several. You just check it out. I'm not going to move my cameras that are fixed on tripods right now, just to give you a tour, but you can check them out. They're on my channel. Black Lip, BMW MS36 1998. Sorry, I don't know what that means. So you just blocked me from TikTok claiming I'm 10 when I'm really 18 and just trying to ask you questions. You were one of the ones just kind of spamming, man, so I muted you, yes. And if you're trying to ask questions, don't spam, and I answer. I'm trying to answer, man, but I have a lot of people watching, and it just moves the chat too fast if you keep spamming and I can't read the questions. Julio, please, don't spam. No, you cannot use on a PlayStation 5. Do you have overhead lights to the sim night driving? So for night driving, I mean, there's no ceiling here. There's no, the overhead lights are on my room's lights. And so for night driving, I just turn off the lights because I'm live streaming, every light is on. And then Philips Hue will take over and have the very, very realistic. Is that a P2 Volvo R? Michael, yes, sir. Volvo S60R for the win. Do you have a tutorial for the whole setup? Yes, I do, JV, on my channel. Link in my bio. You can play with the wheel on GTA 5. I love eating dynamite. Yes, you can. I, in fact, do have some videos playing on GTA 5. Does it feel real? Yes, it does. Who is my biggest fan? Can you run other games like BeamNG? Yeah, you can run any game here. Yep. Just the graphics look so bad. It's not the graphics, it's this particular map. Can it run on other games? We're actually gonna go to, I think I said, of course, at Evo a little bit. I want to go to the track a little bit. Do you play Test Drive Unlimited? I don't. Well, where are you playing Formula 1 game? Were you? Manual? No, I wasn't. Cyborg. Oh man, yeah. I hope you get one again soon. Is that true? The TikTok can drop the stream if it's too realistic. Yes, on gaming. I've had it blocked several times while I'm live streaming because they think I'm driving in real life. It's not about reporting. It's about the AI thing. Sometimes, like 2 minutes in, sometimes an hour in, it'll vary. Thank you, Keith. Are the physics in Beam? Well, yeah, Panda. I like the physics in BeamNG Drive. Do you have a new steering wheel? Yes, McLovin, I do. Why is your chat just a bunch of speeds? Don't know what that means, man. Does the wheel have haptic? Yes, it has force feedback. It's not haptic. It's called force feedback. And you can see it kind of moving around and turning. I'm not holding it. That's force feedback doing its thing. Does it handle like a normal car? Yeah, depending on the mod, it'll handle better or not as well. Can you throw on a pedal camera? Yeah. Is that a new steering wheel? Yeah. It's a Cadillac steering wheel. How to request a change of cars? You can send like a Galaxy, I'll change cars to wherever you want. How can you get that GPS? Cody, check out on my channel. I have a tutorial. You should change to a highway map. We can play No Hazard later. American Truck Sim has a road I live off. Oh, nice. Do you go to Japan and Nohazi? Yes, Techno. I am a content creator for Nohazi. In fact, I just broke my record and I'm number 390 on their ranking. I'm top 0.01% right now. I'm so happy. Getting to drive 18-wheelers on your hometown road. Oh, that's fun, man. I see you're driving a CT5. How does a CT5 mod handle? Not good, man. Dutch, it doesn't feel realistic. Like, I have the car, so I know how it feels. The body roll was pretty accurate. There's not a lot of body roll on the Cadillac, and this is pretty accurate. But it just, the RPMs just rise too fast. It's not like this in real life. Volvo interior, yes. Is that a Volvo shifter? Yes. The whole interior is Volvo. Do the pedals on the wheel work? Yes. Like, I'm changing. You can see the number there. I'm pressing the pedal shifter. Now, let's go to Assetto Corsa Evo for a couple laps, and then we can go to No Hesi. I just want to drive a lap there. Is it a Volvo? Yes. Thanks, bro. Setup is cool. My cousin had one of the setup, but he uses a BMW F82 dashboard and a custom actual cabin with Ford. It's nice, man. Tell your cousin to join my Discord. There's a lot of people building BMWs there, and I'd love to see that build. I have a Discord also if you guys are interested. It's the easiest way to talk to me. Sending DMs, that's not going to work. Just get the mod here in triple screen and Assetto Corsa. Atlanta? I would love an Ohazi map that is not in LA. I don't like that LA map too much. I don't know why. Just not my big, you know, not for me. What Cadillac mod was that? What is the name? It's called Privy? PRVV. PRVVY spec. Search Cadillac CT5 Blackwing PRVV spec. And that's what you're gonna find. Let's go into Porsche. The AC works, so all the buttons work. There's no air coming out of here. Is the stream end? No, it's not. No, not ending. How much was the whole setup? It's impressive. DYRT Nasty. I spent about $700. I have a tutorial on my channel. So we are in Assetto Evo now, and we're gonna go for a lap here in the Nordschleife. So not gonna use the H pattern because this car is a Porsche, and the Porsche G992 GT3 RS has a paddle shifter. So right here. Get to the road. Utah? That'd be fun. I'm hoping that someday I can build a sim like yours with a Saab 9.5. Dude, that's classy. That's classy, man. What was the last song? Let me check. Go back a song. It's not going back. I think my button unmapped. I don't know what song was the last one. I'm sorry. It's on Stream Beats by Harry's Healer. That's the playlist. How much force feedback? I have 12 Newton meters. Am I on a PC? Yes. What wheelbase is a Moza R12, and the wheel itself is from a Cadillac CT5e. You want to make one out of 2014 ST3 dashboard? Yeah, that's a fun thing, man. You can build whatever car you want. The only hard thing is finding newer cars are a little tougher on junkyard. You can always, like, you know, find another older car that you like. Have I heard of your winter car? I have not. What happened to it? It's Volvo 740. Do you own any flying bricks? Oh man, no. My P2 is not considered a flying brick. I have an S60R, but I don't have the P80s anymore. I used to own a Volvo 850 when I was younger, and also a Volvo S70, both for P80s, and kind of considered them, you know, the last bricks. How much did the whole simulator cost altogether? So altogether in car parts and SimRig was $700, and then everything else you can spend as much as you want or as little as you want. It depends on your budget. Can you use the pedal counter? Did you use Simhub to get the dash to work? Yes, sir. You need Simhub. It's not optional. You need Simhub to get the dash and the Apple CarPlay thing there. All of those are connected to Simhub. Do you have haptics? Haptics, yes. You can see the red lights on the right of my foot. Those are the Buttkicker lights. The Buttkicker is vibrating my driver's seat right now. Only my driver's seat has vibration, although it kind of vibrates the whole setup a little bit. If you're sitting on my passenger seat, you can actually feel the vibration a little bit. Yeah, I don't have the shoes today. And we are in the Green Hell, the track called Nordschleife. I mean, called Nürburgring. And then we are in the North Loop, which is called the Nordschleife. Which is the tourist version, and I know I butchered. My German is not very good, as you can tell. I like the S60R, not a fan of the T5 motors. Now, that's the funny thing about S60Rs, they don't have the T5 motors. They have a 5-cylinder, but the T5 is a 2.3 liter, as where the Volvo S60 is a 2.5, and it's prone for a cylinder cracking. How is Evil? Man, it's my favorite game right now for physics. The feeling, the sensation on the steering wheel is very good. I think it's a great simulator. Now, is it done? Absolutely not. It's gonna take a while, but if you're willing to wait and believe in the team, I think it's definitely worth it. Can you switch the wheels on the flat wheels? Yes. You can. It's a quick release. Where did the dash come from? From a Volvo S60R. What seats do you use? Using Volvo seats too? Yes, Gina. Everything is Volvo here, but the steering wheel right now, which I do have the real Volvo S60R also. Just using the paddle shifter, so I kind of need this one right now. Too fast there, too long. When you switch gears, do you need to manage the pedals and the throttle? So when you're changing on a paddle shifter like this car, you don't. You just use the brakes and the accelerator. When you're driving an H pattern like with this, then you do need the clutch. And you have to manage it, yes. Bro is using a whole car, not a whole car, Rashid. About half of it, or a quarter. I don't know how much you want to consider like the front 2 seats and the dashboard. 2.3 was the GOAT. Angus, absolutely, I agree. It's still a white block. Oh, I see. You're a red block guy. It's totally fair. I do understand it. The red blocks were tanks. Indestructible. But I do like the 5 cylinders. I am 44 years old, so I grew up in the white block era. I'm not a red block kind of guy. Is this a Volvo or a Cadillac? It's kind of both. Just like I have both cars in real life, I can drive the steering wheel here. Yes, I can go to No Hezzy later. Are the gauges behind the steering wheel a display or they're actual gauges? Actual gauges, man. The only screen here is the Apple CarPlay. And the TVs, of course. Can I get the game name? Yes, this is called the Assetto Corsa Evo. This is too fast there. Darn it. Thank you, sir. The screen setup is a triple 65-inch TV with 4K and 120 Hz. They're TCL, QLED, and what else? Q7 is the model. A bit too much curve there, but that was good. Glad I'm not paying. Do you drift? I'm learning, man. I'm learning how to drift. I still don't, but I want to learn. All the buttons functional? Yes, Rashid. Every single button here works. Every single one. Even the wipers, yes. And No, there's no air coming out of my air conditioner. I don't need it. I'm in my home office. Thank you, Rashid. And I have tutorials on my channel if you guys are interested. My bumper is coming apart. Open the DRS. I forget to open the DRS sometimes. Do you like the V70R? Man, I love it. That's why I have the S60R here. I wish I had a V70. I have the S60 in real life, but I couldn't find a good enough S60R, a V70R. Let's go for one more car here, and then we'll go to No Hezi. Let's go to the main menu. Let's drive. Oh, let's drive that Audi. That Audi is super cool to drive here. The RS6. Confirm. Oh, wait. Yeah, confirm. Start. What game? This is called Assetto Corsa Evo. Thank you, Brother Pearl. Yes, sir. Guys, don't mind, double tap to like and subscribe. That helps a lot, the channel. VSC. Sorry, bro, I have to ask what the setup cost. Man, I don't gatekeep information. I have everything on my tutorial. The cost is $700. And if you want to build it, $700 obviously will not cover the TV or the PC, but it does cover everything car, everything Arduino to get the buttons to work, the wood, metal, carpet. In short, the sim rig. If you want to then get a cheaper steering wheel, you can get a more expensive wheelbase, not steering wheel, because $300 buys a steering wheel. Not this one. It buys you the one from the junkyard, like this Volvo car here. And it also works in the simulator. It has a quick release in the back here. And but you can buy then triple TVs, and then you can go kind of crazy. So let's see. We have a pedal shifter here. Why is it idling at 3K? So it needs to calibrate. The way it calibrates, I have to go max RPMs. No, it's not going to go because it doesn't go neutral. Let's see if we can get neutral. Yeah. I go max RPMs. It calculates the RPMs, and now the idle is going to be better. There you go. That's the idle. Because every car has a different Rehoboth. Please don't spam. Every car will have a different RPM setting, and that means I will like drive a truck with 2000 RPMs, and then the truck will have the red line calibrated to my speedometer. And like here, this car has 7000 RPMs max, the red line, so it calibrates the red line to match it. Oh, I love the sound of this Audi, so mean. Moki. How loud is it? Oh, you can go super loud, man. I have, you see that? Oh, you can't really see. Very faint. There is the yellow thing there with the kind of triangle. That is a Behringer speaker. Man, that speaker is about 2 feet tall. And it's loud. So whenever, you know, I'm home alone, not with my wife working in the next room, I put on the radio here and I just crank up the volume, man. Does the AC work? So no air coming out of here, but all the buttons work. What wheelbase am I using, PM? I'm using the Moza R12. I need a budget wheel with $161 for FS25. Man, only used wheels. You don't have a lot of good options for that price. Ooh, sliding. Driving the same car? Or do we have, oh, traction control is completely different. What car? I'm driving the Audi RS6. Is the haptics system broken on your sim? On the sim? No. In real life, yes. The haptics system is needing to be fixed in my real S60R. Which is funny. Because, yeah, that's a very common problem. Do the buttons on the steering wheel work? Yes, that's how I'm shifting gears. Every single button here works. This car is a lot of fun to drive here. Hello, that truth. A little off-roading. I went over the track limits. I got a notice that I was disqualified from timing on this. Oh, thank you for the jewels, man. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Why not use the gear shifter? Because you can't. On this car is pedal shifter, so the H pattern does not work. This only works in cars with the H pattern in the game. The game's very realistic, so if it has pedal shifter, that's how I'm shifting gears. How does it feel when you crash? Crash? It doesn't have a lot of damage on this simulator. Slidey here. How long did it take you to build this, and how much? Benjamin. I spent about 3 weekends for the first version, but I've been working on this for about 4 years now. That's why I made my tutorial on my channel, so everybody can build it faster. You can spend like 2 weeks and build this thing. And how much? It was about $700. In car parts, arduinos, wood, metal, carpet. I think I picked a different version of the RS6. It's behaving a little different, but it's fun either way. Nice to see you using the art simulator. I remember you seeing your build on the P2 Facebook pages. Oh man, cool. That's real OG, but like the cookie. How is that Volvo manual? It always looked like cool, but how functional? It's very functional. I mean, it's just like any regular manual shifter. The spaceball is actually pretty smooth. The M66, that's how Volvo called this transmission here in a real car. Yes, sir. We're driving the RS6 here in the game. Is that an Escalade steering wheel? Well, the Escalade shares this steering wheel, but this is from a Cadillac CT5V. Thank you, Nooking. Have I checked Richard Burns Rally? Yeah, it's a pretty good game, but it's kind of old now. Oh, nice, great meat. Oh, thank you guys for dicking around. How long is the monitor? It's 65 inch. I can show you. So that is where the monitor ends on the right, and this is where it ends on the left. And I'm not shifting properly because I'm like multitasking. I just got into Sim, and I got to use the G920 with a shifter for 160 bucks. Yeah, if you're buying a used one, that's absolutely a great buy, man. The brake is kind of stiff. Yeah, they're not very known for great brakes, man, but you'll be getting better, man, I'm sure. Yes, sir, the Volvo S60R and an Audi right now, and a Cadillac steering wheel. We are international right now. We are in Germany driving a German car with a Swedish car interior and an American steering wheel. Has a C7.5 RS6. Oh, that thing, yeah, it's super. Audis are fast. The RSs, man. Yes, I am mozzarella. I am. Same name as here. Nice setup. How long is the other side monitor the same? Yes, they're all 65-inch TVs. How did you get the Volvo dash at the junkyard? Can you go around the corner so... how can you go around the corner so well in a set of Corsa? In PC, whenever I do the car, just wheels and understeers. It depends on the car. It depends on the speed. I'm oversteering a little more here, but that's on purpose. I'm trying to slide. I'm slowly trying to learn how to drift, but I'm just trying to do this on purpose. That's why I have very low traction control settings right now, because I'm trying to ease my way into kind of drifting. I want to learn how to drift. Thank you, Sama. Is there any specific technique to handling a wheel with very strong force feedback. Well, first, you should adjust the force feedback. Too strong is not realistic. But yes, you gotta be careful if it's strong, because that could snap and hurt your fingers. Hey, Lotus, for life. Long time no see, buddy. Thank you, Dead Root. Thank you, P-Vault Hunter. Jump. This car is so much fun to throw around. I think it easily became my favorite car. Too much. I touched the grass. It easily became my favorite car. Go back here. Why the traction control look hell of unrealistic? I turned it off. Pretty much off right now. I love how it rotates. Yes, it rotates super well. I love this. How is it all of this connected? USB. This is all micro Arduino Micro Pros and ESP32, so wireless on a steering wheel. Pretty much just USBs. Oh, I am sliding on purpose. I'm trying to slide the car. I'm trying to get the car to slide a little bit. Like I said, I'm trying to learn drifting. So I do need to start drifting a little bit so I can, like right now, I could just not slide. No shifter usage. It's paddle shifter, buddy. I'm shifting right here. Like I can go, let's lower a gear and let's go just much and not change. No hands, no shifting. Is this your real car? Yes, I do have this as a real car, but this is not my real car. I have this and another 2 cars, but that's beyond purpose. This car is so much fun. Didn't quite work. Do I have my handbrake working here? Because it felt strange. No, I can't see the wheels. Let me try. Yeah, it's... I thought for some reason it was unmapped. No idea why. Let's fix the car. Let's go for another lap here. What cars do you own in real life? So I have currently 4 cars. I have a Volvo S60R 2005 in 6-speed manual transmission, just like this interior right here. The only difference is the steering wheel in my real car is this one. The same as this, not this actual one. And I own a 2022 Volvo S60 T8 hybrid, a plug-in hybrid. 415 horsepower. All-wheel drive, 0 to 60 in about 4.3 seconds. I own a 2025 Kia Carnival that has a hybrid engine, only 250 horsepower, not for a minivan. It's good. I have then the Cadillac CT5V that has the 4.5 seconds 0 to 60. The same one as this steering wheel here. Is that a Cadillac steering wheel? Yes, sir. How close to real life? In this game, pretty close. This game is pretty good with realism, Thilo. How'd you get the dash blocks to work? With Arduino Uno and a CAN bus shield. Is this a Nürburgring? Yes. Nordschleife? What is that? What happens when you have a car that revs up to 10,000 RPMs? So what happens is I calibrate the RPMs for the red line. So every car that I drive, no matter if it's a truck that revs at 3,000 RPMs, or it's a Formula 1 car that revs at 15,000, the red line will always match, meaning whatever the red line is, say this car has 7,000 RPMs, for instance, it will recalculate, so 6,800 becomes the red line, and I can go over. That's how it works. It's calibrated. It's a math. So every car I start, like somebody asked, why was this car when I started driving at 3,000 RPMs idle? Because it wasn't calibrated, and he needed me to accelerate max RPMs so it knows what's the max, and then it reshuffles the needle to match the red line. This is how I do this. This way, whenever I'm driving even like a truck that has only 3,000 RPMs, it will use the whole needle. Which game is this? This is Assetto Corsa. No, mental. This is Assetto Corsa. GT7 only works on consoles, on a PlayStation 5. I have a PC. See you later, car guy. Thank you for staying here this long, man. With the S60, we can get another car and then put the steering wheel on. Oh, that was close. Why don't you have an S60 steering wheel? I do. Who said I don't? I have a BMW, I have an Audi, I have several. Just that this became my favorite. It's the brand new wheel, so I've been driving with it a little bit more. Oh man, it's just a little bored if I stayed within the track. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it broke everything. I was like, oh, it broke different this time. You're flying for such a heavy car, by the way. Don't throw. I am throwing on purpose. I want to slide. I'm sliding on purpose. How much will a setup like this cost? About $700 you can do a setup like this. Where do you find these wheels? Junkyard? Yeah, this one is eBay because it's a brand new car. But regular steering wheels I find at junkyards. With the wheelbase, it's a Moza R12. Drive an Opel Vauxhall Chevrolet Calibra. I don't have that here. This game does not have a lot of cars yet. Bro, you can't drive. Kevin Cater. Yeah, show me how, man. I'm just sliding the car on purpose, and I'm just having fun reading the chat and talking to about 300, what, 200 people, almost 300. Oh, so close. Touch the grass like this much. What game? Brady, we are driving in a Assetto Corsa Evo. Turned off. It is off. That's why I'm sliding all over the place. I'm just having fun sliding it. And I'm trying to learn how to drift. I don't know how to drift. That I can admit. And that's why I'm kind of trying to throw the corners a little bit slidey, just so I can get a little sliding action going on. Are you a software engineer, a software wizard? No, man. I am a business administrator. I'm a bachelor's in business. I use ChatGPT, man. I literally found out yesterday how to work with the lights here. I'm gonna get these lights to work by using ChatGPT, and every coding you see here was done with ChatGPT. I think you need to call Autoglass. Yes. Harley Brown. Yeah, no, it's not the engine doing that. The traction control is off. That's why we're sliding all over. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sliding. This is an RS6. It has pretty good traction control. Thank you, Big Miz. Touch the grass, it'll do. Could you do a lap, then shift the wheel? Yeah, we're gonna get the Mercedes then, I should believe. I already answered you, but don't spam, please. Lighty. We're finishing the lap. It's almost done. Bro, make an interior of a GT R35 Nismo. Folks think that you can just find exotic cars at the junkyard laying around, like pristine, kind of like Fast and Furious. Go to the junkyard, you have that beautiful Nismo covered with a dust cover. And then you just walk in and you go like, yeah, that car. It's not like that, man. You gotta find junkyard cars, cars that are easy to pull parts from, and you have plenty available. Like BMWs are plenty available. You can find Volvos, you can find Audis, you can find Mercedes from the early 2000s, you know, all that and stuff. How much did you, your setup cost? About $700. Is totally off, brother. Are you a beginner, Nordschleife? Beat my time first, and then you can talk about me being a beginner in Nordschleife, buddy. I'm trying to slide. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Like this. I'm not a beginner here, man. Don't worry. What we can try to do is, my best time in Nordschleife with the Porsche, the new one, the 992 GT3 RS, is 6 minutes and 44 seconds in the tourist layout. So beat that, and then we can talk. How much? $700, Spider. So let's go to the pits. How do you have a CT5 cockpit? I don't have a CT5 cockpit, Keegan. This is a Volvo S60R cockpit. Completely different. We're gonna get the Mercedes now. And we're gonna change the steering wheel. Volvo. Where is it? Here, let's get the old classic. Can you try Xiaomu Su? No, man, I don't have that car here. Yes, the Cadillac interior is this one. This is my actual Cadillac CT5. That's the dashboard. Completely different, but the steering wheel is, as you can see. The only difference right now is I don't have the V here in the bottom. That's the only difference, because everything else is the same. And I will get the LED lights to work tonight. I have found the solution. Just need to finish. Now we're going to use the H pattern, because this car has H pattern. And let's go for a lap with the Mercedes. Yeah, they're amazing cars, man. I don't do time lapse on the tourist layout. I have 738 on the regular Nordschleife with an RS3. Then we can't compare. I do have that time on that one because that was what Misha Sheridan did. He did a 6 minutes and 55 seconds. So I managed to get about, what, 11 seconds faster than Misha? Yes, I'm a beginner. I'm just starting. I'll get better. I have it at Cali in real life. So that makes us buddies. Ivan Arroyo. I also do have it in real life. I love it. How you have to find the clutch bite? I think that's what you're asking. This does not have the clutch bite, man. Unfortunately, it's not. Can you drive with the BMW wheel? Yes, I could. The buttons are not online yet on that one. I need to connect the battery, but I fixed the buttons already. That BMW steering wheel was on my Fanatec, but yeah, it's behind me. I have to get up to get it. Maybe I'll go to Nohezi. I find the Cadillac size quite charming. I love that Cadillac size, man. I think the Cadillac is a perfect balance. There. Why a Volvo wheel in a Mercedes? Man, I don't have a Mercedes steering wheel. I have Audi, BMW, Cadillac. I don't have a Mercedes one. I think they're all ugly, to be honest with you. What kind of steering wheel should I buy for a Assetto Corsa? If you get anything like Moza R3 is a great starter if you're on a budget, but the Moza R5, R9 are a little better. So if you get an R9, I think that's a good cost-benefit ratio. If you get an R12, I'd say you're in a perfect spot. It's a sweet spot. You don't like the Moza wheel? I love the Moza wheel, and I do play with it a lot. I just like to play with my real ones as well. Thank you, Noah. What's the best wheel for 300, 400, 300? Like the wheel or the base? And it depends on what you like. For instance, if you're looking for a GT steering wheel, this one here is perfect. At $329, I think the KS Pro is one of the best steering wheels out there nowadays for a GT or F1 style. What do you think about the BRZs? They're kind of cute looking. It's not my thing. I like sedans in general. I'm not big with, you know, that kind of car. I don't even know what type of car that is. Does the odometer work properly? Yes. Not only works properly, but the 130,000 miles will trigger, it triggered the service warning. I reset it yesterday, actually. Could I upgrade the stock R5 steering wheel to a full-size one? Will improve my driving. I don't think it'll improve your driving, but you could upgrade it. It's always good to have more wheels. Electric bike or car? What are you talking about? What is that? See you later, Devon. How does the build of the KS full wheel go apart? Dude, to be fair, it's the best feeling of all the steering wheels I've ever had, like gaming steering wheels. Like, compared to Moza and Fanatec, that KS has a super solid, like, tactile feeling to the buttons, the weight. I actually posted a video yesterday about the weight of all my steering wheels. You can check it out on all my social media. And it's amazing. I'm loving it. And I think for the price, it's a really good option. What's the top speed of this car? I don't know. We'll check it out on the straight right now. We're going. It's not a straight, but it's a straight-ish because you kind of go flat out. We'll see. Although it's uphill, we don't know if we're gonna get the full top speed. Let's see. Noah, thank you for the roses. Don't you have a real car, Semi? Yes, thank you. I do. I have actually 4 cars. I'm good, man. Don't worry about me. We are doing 180, 90 kilometers an hour, about 120 miles. Let's go. But this is uphill, so it's hard on the car. We're just about 120 miles an hour-ish, 110. And then I do have to take it off a little bit here because this car slides a little more. Functionality looks excellent for the price. I just wasn't sure because of the plastic build. Dude, yeah, the build is amazing. I gotta say, I am very surprised with how it feels and how it handles. It's hard to explain. It feels very solid. What is a good first car? Man, it's very personal. I like sedans. So my first car was a Ford Escort, and then I quickly changed to a Chevrolet Omega in the early 90s. How did you get the gauges to work on the sim? With Arduino Uno and a CAN bus shield. And then you can follow my tutorial that's on my YouTube channel. How much is the simulator? I spent about $700 on it. Obviously, the $700 does not cover the TV or the PC. I don't know why, but this is a warning I have to make. People come and say, oh, but $700 doesn't even buy the PC. Yeah, duh. Of course not. This is, I'm talking about the simulator, the rig, not the computer. Volvo and Nürburgring, not Nuremberg. Is that a TV? That's, yes, 3 TVs now. One here, one there, and one on my left side. Can you do a drift? I'm learning how to drift. I can't quite yet. Have you ever gone to Nürburgring in real life? I have not. I'd love to. I've been to Germany last year, but the track was closed for winter. Hey Texan, how you doing, man? Are you using a real car as a sim rig? Matt, I'm using a real car interior, not a real car anymore. There's no car around me. There's no doors, there's no ceiling, there's no chassis, there's no everything. Just the dashboard, the seats, and that's it. How realistic are the car physics in AC Evo? I think they're pretty good, man. They're better than AC, definitely better. And I am giving them the benefit of the doubt. Hey, Itchy, I didn't see that. Thank you for the heartbeat, man. How are you doing, Itchy? Are you still here? How did you get the tachometer? So it's calibrated to whatever car I'm using. And if the car has 2,000 RPMs, it will calibrate the red line to about 2,000. Do you have the Moza M booster pedal? No, this is just a regular SRP. I hope that they send me. I'm sponsored by Moza. Let's go to No Hezi, so we can kind of end up the day today. I have about half an hour still. So the monitors are TVs, actually. They're not monitors. You can kind of see them here. So it's triple. They go all around. Let's go to No Hezi. How do you get it attached to the game? Oh, I have a tutorial about that. It's an Arduino. And I want to get the Cadillac back. Yes, I know I've been driving with the Cadillac a lot, but I like it. As you can see, I love it. And let's get to No Hezi servers. Thank you, Matisse. Yeah, Seb, I'm looking forward. They sent me the KS Pro, the CS Pro, the truck steering wheel. They sent me a bunch of stuff, but I felt it was better to wait to ask for the pedal. Let's go to Shutoko. start the server. How much did it cost? It was about $700, and you can find a tutorial on my channel. I have a very detailed tutorial, step by step. How old am I? I am 44 years old. That's why I have the white beard going on here. Starting the server, so bear with me. Okay, server started. Join the server. Let's get the Cadillac, Blackwing, obviously. Let's go. What POV did you choose? What do you mean, what POV did I choose? The only POV I can. AC, A Crazy D. What the hell is your computer rigged to be handling all of these inputs? Well, the inputs is not the complicated part. You can download, there's an app called Joystick Gremlin. Joystick Gremlin will combine, I have easily over 100 buttons here. And it combines into one VJoy, a virtual, one. And it's pretty good. But my computer is good to handle all the triple TV stuff. So to handle the triple, which you'll see once it starts the game, it needs a 4090 with a 9950X 3D. So it's a pretty good setup to handle triple 4K. Do you use... Yeah, you can play with the triple screen. A set, of course, is one of the best games for triple screen. Funny enough. You have the TSW. Oh, yeah, the TSW is super cool. I like it. For trucking, I mean, there's no better steering wheel, man. Amazing. Let's load up. So here we are. We are in No Hesi now. Let's get the points. People are beating my time. Not beating, but I was 300 in the world. Right there. I'm 532. That's funny because the camera, did I move the camera? Kind of feels like it's higher. That's interesting. That is interesting. Because I usually leave it here and you can see the point, but now it's kind of covering the whole thing. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I'm not on the right camera. That's why. That's why. Oh, it was a camera thing. Let's put the points right here. No, Ezra, I don't. New Pro, you don't like it, so buy another one for yourself, buddy. This is I love it, and I will keep it. Look at it's beautiful. Blue gauges. Oh, so sexy. All right, let's get driving. How much was the setup? About $700. Turn off the traction control. And this is the car we're driving, the Cadillac CT5V. These are missiles. Oh yeah, the left and right camera. Yes, I can. So that is the right rear view mirror. The left one is right here. And I do have the streaming PC right here. That's where I see my feedback. That's me in the infinite world. That's the chat window separated. Here is the chat window combined. It's a bunch of setup horses stuff. Thank you, Mattis. Yes, if you follow my tutorial, I'm pretty sure you can get that built for about that much money. And yes, the turn signal works, so I'm using the turn signal. I'm no savage. John Pemberton. Good morning, good sir. How big are your screens? I have a triple 65-inch TV set up here with a 4K and 120 hertz. These are TCL 7Q7, I think the name is. I think it's Q7. And they're QLEDs with very low latency. They're made for gaming as well, so it's pretty good. They support HDR10, all that good stuff. Oh, no, that was too wishful thinking. I'm in France, so EU prices, I don't think I could. It depends on how you can source a car, man. I think the key question here is how much money you can buy the interior. Like, even here in the US, let me get the lights on. If you go to, like, eBay and try to order, you know, the dashboard and buy it, you're gonna spend a lot more money, man. If you buy, like, a newer car, you can build a Porsche. Yeah, sure. It's gonna be more expensive. Do I play F1 2025? I do not. I think the last Formula 1 I bought was, like, the 2023, if I'm not mistaken. Don't recall. I think 2022 or 23. How many steering wheels do I have? I did a video yesterday. You can see it. I don't recall. I think I have like 14, 13 steering wheels. You can count. All my steering wheels are on that video. Thank you, Drift Thank you, man. I weighted every single steering wheel that I have. Check the weights and see how heavy they are compared to real gaming counterparts. And funny enough, this S Pro is just about as heavy as this Cadillac. I might try to build one with a Citroen, so could be fun and cheap. Yeah, like I said, that's the sweet spot. If you can source a car for cheap, I'm pretty sure you can buy wood, metal, and carpet for cheap there. And then Arduinos, if you go to if you go to eBay or AliExpress for that matter, that's very dramatic. AliExpress, you can get like 5 Arduinos for about 25 bucks. It's super cheap. Super cheap. Thank you, DJ Foti. Thank you for the jewels, man. Thank you, Levi. Oh, I just love this car. Oh, I touched him. Why do you have a Cadillac steering wheel, but a Volvo dashboard? Moped lover. Well, for one, I'm driving a Cadillac DT5e. For two, I own this car in real life. I have the steering wheel in my real car, and I wanted to have in my simulator. For the Volvo question, I love Volvos. I've owned 9 Volvos. I currently have 2 Volvos, including the same S60R in 6-speed manual transmission, so I'd like to have my real car simulated. So that answers both questions. Did you strip an actual S60 interior? Or did you buy the dash and all things? No, I stripped it. I went to the junkyard. It's a lot cheaper if you go to the junkyard and get the parts from there. If you pull the parts yourself, you're going to spend a lot less money. A lot less money. I mean, it's not even close. Almost. Didn't crash though. And I like to say that I saved the car, and especially if you watch my tutorial on my channel, one thing you'll notice is that when I recorded the video, you can see that the Volvo is on an empty row of cars. There's this big row of cars at the junkyard, and the Volvo is sitting there side by side with a BMW E60, and the guy with the forklift was literally, when I walked in, coming to get the Volvo next to crush with this, not this, the tutorial interior, because a fun fact is this is not the video tutorial interior. I have 2 Volvos and a BMW in my garage. I have one Volvo here, one in my garage, and the BMW. They're taken apart, but they're there. But yeah, you can see the interior there that I saved, literally saved. Alright, let me see other questions. How? How what exactly? There's so many hows, man. There's so many answers to your hows. Most of them are on my YouTube channel, but yes, there's so many answers. Any plans to somehow put this thing on a motion rig? I'm not sure that would even be possible, how heavy it is. Dude, it would be possible, not in the current setup, however. You see, if I would put a motion, I would have to not use wood, and I use wood for the chassis. maybe what I could do is get the real chassis of the car, cut it off, you know, and leave only the essential. And there are motion platforms that are very strong. But you could, one could, but no plans, no. Currently, I don't have any plan. How do you get a speedo to work? I have a tutorial about that on my channel as well. Your steering wheel in the game. How? Oh, okay. How my steering wheel in the game. Sorry. Well, I am going to release a tutorial on how to get the steering wheel, Moza, real steering wheel working on a Moza. I already have one on my channel. If you guys are interested, it's a similar process. I have a Fanatec video that I posted. I'm gonna post the Moza one soon. Yeah, my local junkyard would give me any dash in the yard for $100. Exactly. Big. And the problem with the dashboards is nobody buys dashboards. That's the real cool thing about dashboards. So they charge peanuts for it. Like, the whole interior here costs $300. Super cheap. Are you in a real car with a monitor attached, or is in a room with a real car interior? In a room with a real car interior. You can actually see a little bit of my office behind the books and the trash can. And you can see a door here on this side. How much was the entire setup? $700. $300 in car parts, $400 in wood, metal, carpet, and Arduinos. Obviously, $700 does not cover the PC or the TV or the wheelbase. You have to buy those separately, but if you have a computer, if you have a TV or a monitor, you don't have to spend money on those. And a wheelbase, you can spend as little as $200 on a used one, or you can spend $3,000. So it depends on what you want to do, literally. Can you get chased by cops there? There's a server that has cops, Ezra, but not this one. This one does not have cops. What wheelbase do I have, Christian? I have a Moza R12. What seat, car seat do you, or racing? This is a real Volvo S60R seat as well. And it's a seat, let me move it, with power seat, which is fun. I can move the seat here, kind of see it. And I can just power adjust it if I move the buttons here. And it's moving up and it's moving back. Gotta drive in style, man. How do you change the wheel from Volvo to Corvette? This is not a Corvette steering wheel. This is a Cadillac. Pretty much the same car. Not the same car, but you know, the same concept. The CT5V is a Corvette dressed in a tuxedo. And I have a quick release, just like this one. It's just, you pull it off and you plug it in. Darian de Grey, sorry man, I don't speak Russian. I think that's Russian, I don't know. Yo, FR Escape. Hey man, how you doing? How are you moving the camera? Quote, I am moving the camera because I have an OpSpot tail air, and the OpSpot has XYZ movement. Why a Cadillac steering wheel though? Because I'm driving a Cadillac right now. Cadillac CT5. And I also own this car in real life, so I wanted to have my real car steering wheel here, along with my real car interior. Oh, cool, man. Thank you for joining Twitch, man. What PP filter are you using, Dynamic? I'm using one called Maven Graphics. Melvin, absolutely, man. I have a tutorial on my channel that will give you a super jump start, man. Thank you, gamer. Yeah, you can't get out of the car, but you can move the camera. So I can like get this camera and move it around. Have the points here in front of me. But yeah, you can move it around. Hard to drive though. I don't know how people drive in third person. Honestly, it's beyond me, but how much of the real car interior, like AC, actually works? So every single button here works, man. Every button here, every single one. Like the hazard lights, the wipers, the radio, but there's no air blown from here because I do have air in my home office. That's why I never bothered, man. I don't really need it. V70 T5R. Actually, no, there's the V70 T5R is only for the P80 models. The V70R is a P2, and it's very similar to this one, but this came from an S60R. Same interior, the only difference is the back seats. People who drive in cars in real life uses inside POV view. Yes, they do, Venera. Well noted, man. Questionnaire, is it hard to put an RPM and miles from any car? Dude, I have a video detailing everything about everything you want to know about car gauges in games. In short, it's easy if you get a cluster that somebody already worked on. Like a BMW, this Volvo cluster. If you get a cluster that somebody made the code for it, it's super easy. If you are trying to make the code, no, it's not easy. Very cumbersome process, very complicated, a lot of steps, a lot of tweaking and reverse engineering, but it's possible. Am I good at no hesi? I'm okay. I currently am at top 0.1% with 1.2 billion points. I am on 500th position in no hesi. I'm okay. Not the best one. There's 531 people that are better than me here. Or, they got higher points. Thank you, Core. Yes, sir. Why do we have a Cadillac steering wheel on a Volvo interior? Well, I'm driving a Cadillac, buddy. And I own this car in real life, so I just figured, well, I want to have my real car steering wheel in my simulator as well, with the other interior that I also own in real life. I hope you don't have an airbag. No, obviously not. The 3D printed holder here with a magnet, just so I can put it there, with the ESP32, so all the buttons work. Can you go hardcore? No, man. If you know anything about no hesi in heavy traffic, you know that you cannot go full speed here. You can do full speed in the light traffic, but 110 to about 120 miles an hour, that's the sweet spot. I'm doing a little faster, but it gets a little harder, and it's more prone for crashing, but no. And we're at the end anyways. We're gonna go into 2-lane, and we're gonna go and do a U-turn, make a U-turn up ahead. Thank you, FR Escape. I love this car. I'm so much in love with it. And I managed to get the lights to work. They're gonna be on this simulator. I'm using a workbench. I have some LEDs that are on my workbench, and I got them to work. I can't wait to get them on. Is it expensive? No, I don't think it's expensive. It depends on what you are trying to build. If you go to a junkyard and pull the parts yourself, with about $700 you can build this thing. Make a U-turn here. Any guilty snacks while I'm sim racing? No, I usually don't eat when I'm driving. I always wash my hands before driving cars. Are you playing in your car? No, I'm in my home office. Thank you, Dino, or Dino Pyro, Dino, depends on the pronunciation. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the pits as fast as we can. Let's see how fast we can get there. Probably gonna be a little crazy because... Thank you, Alex. Didn't crash yet, that's amazing. This game is meant to be raced at about 110 to 120 miles an hour. That's the optimal. You can do 130, but then you're a little bit over the edge and you will crash eventually. Like I just did. How can you have a real steering wheel? Wheel gum. So I have a tutorial already on my channel, but I am going to release another tutorial making this very steering wheel right here. The difference between tutorials is the first tutorial is using a Fanatec ecosystem where you do have to sacrifice a steering wheel or buy an emulator. Whereas in the Moza ecosystem that I have right now, you can just get the quick release and ESP32 and just plug it in and it'll work. The buttons work, everything works. So I can move my Apple CarPlay here with the steering wheel. I have the paddle shifter. In cars that use paddle shifter, it works. So yeah, I'm gonna release a tutorial soon, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Is that a Moza wheel on the passenger seat? Yes. It's a KS Pro, and this here out of frame is the CS Pro. And I also, I'm crashing all around. I have on the floor of my simulator there a TSW from Moza. Does this cost money? No, it's hugs. You go to the junkyard, you hug people, and they will give you parts for free. Just need to hug, man. Just show them some love. Don't tell them I said that. It's a secret. How fast am I going? You can see the speedometer. Wow. I had a jump scare for a second. You guys see that? Holy cow. That came out of nowhere. Thank you, Tesla. Holy cow. It actually made my heart's speed, man. That was crazy. Steve Areno, thank you, man. Yeah, TGIF. Whew. Does it annoy you that the display is delayed? It's not delayed, George. The problem is I'm driving the Cadillac CT5 and this mod is not realistic with the RPMs. So whenever I accelerate, the RPMs jump so fast to such a high number that the motor cannot keep up. So you see, it can't keep up. Now, if I change cars, and we'll change cars before I end the live stream. And we're gonna go now in LA Canyon again just to finish it up. And I'm gonna go into the S60R. There's no delay. You'll see it's perfectly aligned. Click. I love the clicking sound of the quick release. The one? Yeah, this is the one. Okay, and load. Zero mile per hour now. Yes, Corey. What do you think is the most overrated car? Overrated? I don't know, man. I think to somebody's eyes, any car could be overrated. You know, like if you're a BMW guy, I mean, you're just gonna love BMWs, aren't you? All right, so now we are in the Volvo. So now the Volvo, you can see that the RPMs go super, like as I accelerate, it just goes. There's zero delay. Zero delay. It's just because this, the motor there, and it's not because it's a Volvo, it's any car that the RPMs go high so fast, like it's faster than a speedometer could catch, it's gonna show a delay. You want a sim racing rig, but you're too young to buy it? Man, convince your dad. Oh, I saw the guy coming. It was too late. Now, then it's probably the video. To me, in real life, there's zero delay. They're just moving along exactly like they should, George. There's no visual delay here in real person. You got to remember, I'm gaming on one computer. There's a super long USB cable connecting to a streaming PC in the back. There is latency caused by that alone. If you ever went, like, you know, to a place, you can see here, this is a streaming PC right here, and you see the feedback there. And there's two feedbacks, actually. That's the horizontal one. So if you ever saw somebody in, like, a concert, like, playing the guitar or doing whatever, whenever they change cameras or the person raises their arm, the camera takes a second. Oh wow, we have somebody in a hurry here. Like they raise their hands, it takes like a split second for the camera to show. That's what you're seeing. That's the delay you are seeing, not me. I don't see it. But there was a delay, in fact, on the CT5 because the model was made in a way that's not realistic. That's absolutely not realistic. I have a CT5e. It does not rev like that. Thank you, Sagittarius. Well, he got stuck in the traffic and he can't just go. I can't. Oh, nice. You're waiting for your R12 to arrive. That's super cool. The Supra MK5s isn't overrated. I don't know if it's overrated, man. It's a pretty cool car, to be honest. I've seen some pretty cool models of MK5s. You guys are okay, hopefully. Yes, I do have 365-inch TV, so you can kind of see here when I move to the side. But I have, you know, a pretty good field of view fixed here. You can see where the column, the A pillar is. Because of the parallax, it kind of looks a little off to you guys, but to me, it's perfect. It's coming out exactly from here. Megaplex, you own one of these cars. Oh man, so you're a lucky owner of one. I do too, and I love it. How much was the setup on stick? About $700. What wheelbase do you have? I have an R12, Moza R12. Or probably 10. What is 4 probably 10? Step on it. I am stepping on it. It's raining. We're sliding a little bit. Yes, sir. I am working on the Cadillac steering wheel. I hope to have it working by Sunday with the LEDs. I mean, the steering wheel is completely functional already. The buttons work. Everything works. But the LEDs on the Super Cruise, I found out yesterday. I had a big breakthrough and I managed to get them lit. So I will get them to synchronize with the RPMs in my game. Gamey setup. On a stick, your setup looks like it costs $10,000. It does cost $10,000 if you add everything, like the TVs, the PC, everything. You can build one with $1,000. You can spend $10,000 on it, or you can spend $100,000 if you go motion, you know, with a whole car. You can spend a lot of money, man. PC specs, Bardem Barno. So I'm using a 4090 GPU and a 9950X 3D CPU with a 64 gigabytes of DDR5. What sim base do you use? It's the Moza R12. And if you ever buy something from Moza, make sure you go to my affiliate link in my bio and you'll help support the channel. So if you buy anything from Moza, please consider using my affiliate link. It's in my bio. I have also an affiliate link with discounts for PMAX if you're into VR. And I don't have discount anymore for Buttkicker, but crash. What's the game? The game is called Assetto Corsa. You have a 2011 320, it slides like that without rain. Yeah, BMWs, man. Thank you, FR Escape. I don't know what that is, but thank you. Did the airbag work? Obviously not. 46. Obviously not. Oh, that is that. Oh, that's cool, man. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna. Don't overtake on a solid double line on a turn. Get it? Where do you read your chat so effortlessly? Here, I can show you, Christian. It's on my left TV, and I'm gonna move my window just a little bit so you can see. That's where it is, by my A pillar. But it doesn't block my view much. I lose a little bit here, but it doesn't lose a lot. Yeah, and I think we're just about done. Does the steering wheels work? Did you connect it to Simhub? Yes, everything works, man. And the buttons do work as well. I can change songs. I can change the Apple CarPlay there. That's a real car game setup, yes. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you, FR Escape. It looked like that was a game. Yes, it is a game. Did you have the Cadillac steering wheel on the other day? Yes, I had it just right here. That's the Caddy. Exactly, that's why they say that, truck. How much did it cost to make the steering wheel work? Okay, so you have to buy an ESP32. You have to buy the wires. They're cheap on Amazon. you have to buy the battery holder, the battery itself, I'd say about $50, not accounting for the steering wheel, because you can source a steering wheel for free or $15 at a junkyard, or you can buy like a Cadillac one was $140, or you can buy like a Porsche for $600. So to make it work, it's about $50. Can you tell me how to get the CarPlay on the Navi screen? Maybe it will work on my Volvo. It won't, the driver. I have Apple CarPlay in my real RTI, but it's a completely different system. This is Simhub. It's running from the computer. It's getting data from the game. It's a completely different system. Just not gonna work. It's like you go into one of those like shopping mall airplanes for kids, and you think you can cross the ocean with that. It's just completely different. It's not even relatable. That's funny, Megaplex. How did you mount the wheel to the base? I have a tutorial coming. It just have a quick release, and the ESP32 for the buttons. What did you program your buttons to do? Man, so many. Like if I'm playing American Truck Simulator, more buttons are mapped. But here, I changed the camera. Here I have the traction control. You can't see, but it's changing up there. There's the little lettering. So off, 1, 2. I don't think I mapped this one. No, these are the specials. If the car has a special, it will go here. Auto, this, and this. In BeamNG, this will reset the car. This will go to home. This is buttons. They do work, but they're not like mapped here to do anything. The hazards do the hazards, like obviously. The wipers do the wipers. Just kidding. So I can turn it off. Go 1, you know. This is off, intermittent, a little faster, very fast, and off. Maybe you have an idea. Yes, I do have an idea, the driver. You need an Arduino, you need a Raspberry Pi, you need a Apple CarPlay dongle, you'll need to gut out the RTI, change the screen to an HDMI one. You have to have a relay, and you have to find the ACC 12 volts from your car so you can power that Arduino, that Raspberry Pi, I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of steps. But I do know how to. It's just a lot of steps to teach you guys. And I think we're just going to stop because I am just about here in my home office. I just arrived to my home office officially. I work from home. All right, my friends, I hope you guys are had a fantastic week. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And I live stream every morning about 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, tomorrow I'm not going to live stream in the morning. I have a training tomorrow. I can't do it. But Sunday I am, and I hope by Sunday I will have my Cadillac lights working with the shifter. So green, blue, and red. And yeah. Joe, why AutoSim? Oh, buddy, I love telling folks that don't know. This is a 6-speed manual transmission, buddy. This is not automatic. This is the amazing, called the Spaceball by Volvo. It truly is. If you go to their website, they actually call it Spaceball. And it's a 6-speed manual transmission that came in Volvo S6Rs, as you can clearly see a number 1, 3, and 5 engraved into the trim. It's called the Spaceball because of the sphere. So you go first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and reverse. It's up down here. So the R is here. Can't really see it on the transmission, and I think it tried to focus. There you go. But yeah, this is absolutely not an auto, Joe. It's a manual. How much did the whole thing cost? About $700 in car parts and hardware. You can check out my tutorial and a price breakdown on my channel. I have a very detailed tutorial there. See you later, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And there's a bunch of BMWs crashing here. I don't know why. It's funny. Oh, you can't see it. You gotta move the camera up. Oop. That BMW there crashed just a second ago, and there's another one that crashed. Oh my goodness. See you Sunday, guys. I hope you guys follow, subscribe, do all that good stuff. No, Mega, I have to go. But I'll be back. I'll be back on Sunday. Maybe even tomorrow night. It depends. I don't know. It depends if I'm not too tired or I don't have anything to do. We'll see. So, stay safe, guys. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.